All right, this is kind of a quick bulletin. If you live in Vanier, Ottawa, Canada, this is kind of a public safety thing. I'm going to put this up today. And the reason I am is a lot of us have pets. This morning I went in to go visit my snake, and she was utterly terrified. Now, I've owned her for 5 years. She is called a ball python. They generally will ball right up and turn themselves into a tiny little ball when they're threatened. And she's never ever done that with me. I've never actually seen her do her ball python behavior that she does in front of predators, because I'm not a predator and she loves my ass. And we get along so good. She's never done it. And today, when I went to check on her, she immediately, as soon as she heard the door open, she grabbed her tree, which is like her security blanket, and she balled herself up. Partly to keep anything from taking her out, and partly to protect her head. And I'm like, Dora, are you okay? And I went to the tank and I immediately started to check on her and pulled her out and got her off the tree real gentle and slow. And when she saw it was me, she didn't resist, but she also didn't come out of the ball. And she was very scared. And I held her and I cuddled with her and I took her downstairs and I chilled with her for 20 minutes and then she was fine. Well, I couldn't figure out what was going on. I even asked my roommates if they'd gone into the room. And here comes the public safety announcement. So a lot of you guys are living in Vanier, you got pets. I'm recording this today and I'm uploading it today. This is a church right on my, right off my property. As you can see, this is our backyard. And that is the church next door. Now, for those of you who live in Vanier, you'll know where I am. This is a church a lot of us go to. They have a food bank here and all kinds of stuff. The mission food truck comes here. So there's free meals and stuff. And it's a good church. They're really nice folk. But there was a really big, I think it was a turkey vulture. And what's weird is it had this really red breast on top of its head. Really, really big. Like, you see that chimney there? I'm going to zoom in on it. It was sitting next to this chimney, and it's like 3 times the size of that frickin' chimney. And when it gets up to the roof in between, it was taller than this chimney. It was big. And we got 2 small dogs. I'm going to show them to you real quick. And the 2 small dogs are here. This is Apollo, and this is Odin. And they are both small dogs, guys. And they ran out into the backyard. And this one here, Apollo, he's brave. He ran right up to this big old bird, and it was sitting on our fence. I had to rush out because it didn't back away from him. It was going to do the other thing, and it was going to grab him. Now, I didn't realize at first how big he really was until I saw him fly over to the building. And when I saw him go from our fence to the building, I was like, whoa, whoa. And he landed on that shorter, shallower roof and then stepped up to the second roof, which is right in between and not the pyramid roof at the top. And it was right next to that right there. You can see that this is not a small chimney, guys. And he was literally twice the size of this chimney. He was big compared to that. And so if he's big enough to take a small dog, which it looked to me like he was about to do, I actually had to chase him away. It explained why Dora was so terrified. Apparently, one of my roommates said they were out for a walk yesterday and they heard some people in the neighborhood talking about it, and it was around. So it is cruising around our neighborhood, has been for the last few days, and it is more than big enough to take a pet, either a snake, cat, dog, whatever. Keep them inside. Or keep an eye on them when they're outside, guys, because this thing is big. And a bird of this size that is that predatory and a meat eater, you do not want to mess around, guys. He would have taken one of our dogs right out of our yard. Keith out.